In other words, the only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what yo. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor, no more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria, no more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media, the number one media in Nigeria, no more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger what you.
I mean, pardon me. Obi lo jebe. I mean, pardon me. That's Obi.
Yes.
Obi flogging people. If you are flogging a child, that child must cry.
It's Nigerians that flog them with votes now.
It is Obi. Obi, that Obi people. They chop the kidney or the liver of. In fact, Obi.
Did you expect this level?
I don't expect.
Did you expect this level
I
of
am even
hemorrhage?
afraid as I am. I didn't sleep. When I was young, Obi here, Obi there, Obi there, Obi. Oh. Today, everybody has known what Obi is made up of. That's what I said to you. This Obi, don't allow anybody to put stains on your clothes. You have put up a great fight.
Yes.
A fantastic fight. When you look at the things I have here, it will help you. In the president's place, he lost election with the sitting governor there. In Lagos, Asiwaju lost election. The Speaker of the National Assembly is from Lagos. Obi lo jebe. I mean, pardon me. That's Obi.
Yes.
Obi flogging people. But
even Okowa.
I don't want to mention names.
Yeah, they are your PDP.
I don't want to mention names. Everybody knows the reason why what killed his mother and his father. As long as you are the one that succeed your father and your mother, you must know what killed them.
Yes.
So what is killing PDP? They know it. I don't want to put my mouth inside that. This election now is likely between Obi and APC. Even in Ayu state, Ayu lost his ward. Ayu lost his local government. What are you talking about? When they used to tell us, when fish decay from inside, there's nothing left, sir. If fish is decaying from outside, you can quickly use knife and cut it off. If it's from inside, there's no solution.
Or if it decays from the head.
From the head, that's what I mean. Redeemable. Yes. Let me tell you something. In this Lagos, I've told you, who will imagine Obi will come here? When I had the result, 50,000 to APC 29,000, I said, To sleep became a problem. In President State, you redeem 1.2 million votes and you still won by 5,000. That means you have redeemed, you have taken the 1 million votes, 1.2 away, and you still won. Let's go a little further. In this Lagos, Asiwaju lost. But Abila lost.
No, he didn't.
No, not in person.
You mean,
the party.
Okay. The impact of this defeat.
Yes,
do you really think that Nigerians can trust Tinubu to deliver free, fair, and credible elections in 2027? Do you? Even if by some miracle we are able to push hard enough and get the electoral amendment bill, get all the electoral reforms that we need, do you think, on top of that, we can trust Tinubu to deliver free, fair, and credible elections in Nigeria come 2027? Do you? Now, if your answer to this question is, oh, definitely we cannot. We cannot trust Tinubu. We cannot trust INEC for free and fair, credible elections. We cannot trust that even after the Electoral Amendment Act is passed, even after all the electoral reforms, we cannot trust that INEC will not throw up some kind of glitch. If your answer is, we cannot trust them, what is supposed to be the reaction of Nigerians? What are Nigerians supposed to do? Are we supposed to just throw our hands in the air and accept defeat and say, there is nothing we can do? Let Tinubu just continue beyond 2027, or we'll try again in 2031. Is that what Nigerians are supposed to do? If your thinking is that we should just leave Tinubu to continue till 2027, then I have a question for you. What makes you think that in 2031 that things will be any different? That Tinubu will not still mastermind his way and probably even bring his son, Sheyi Tinubu, to be the next president? What makes you think he won't do that? What makes you think that he would not manipulate INEC, manipulate this National Assembly, his boys, to get a third term? What makes you think that? So, the thought that, oh, Tinubu will rig the 2027 election, and so therefore all Nigerians should just give up and hope that in 2031 some things will change, that thought is a thought that will never happen, because they will keep shifting the post. Now, if it is not an option for us to just give up and allow Tinubu to continue, what other options do we have as Nigerians? What other options? Is there a way that we can stop Tinubu from rigging the 2027 elections in Nigeria? Is there a way? Is there anything that we Nigerians can do to guarantee that the elections will be free, fair, and credible? I have good news. That is the whole essence of this video. There are, in fact, there is, and that is Project Eagle. How can Project Eagle help? What is Project Eagle, you might ask? The answer is simple. Project Eagle can help to ensure that no rigger, nobody, whether it is the APC, the PDP, whether it is Tinubu, Project Eagle will help to make sure nobody rigs any elections in Nigeria ever again. Now, what is Project Eagle? Project Eagle is a 7-action step project that guarantees free, fair, and credible elections. How does Project Eagle work, or how will Project Eagle work? Now, that is a good question. Now, I ask you a question in return. When there is a disease and scientists or pharmacologists or virologists, whatever, are working on a cure for that disease, what do? They first of all need to understand how the disease works. What are its strengths? What are its weaknesses? Then, after understanding how the disease works, then they can now come up with a drug that weakens the disease. That is the approach that Project Eagle takes. Project Eagle understands how rigging happens in Nigeria's election and uses that knowledge to generate the 7-action plan that makes up the Project Eagle that guarantees that nobody can rig election, even if you are a Tinubu. In fact, if all the 7-action plan of Project Eagles are implemented, then it won't matter if by some strange happening, Tinubu happens to be the candidate of the APC and at the same time the INEC chairman and at the same time the head of the security agencies and at the same time the head of the thugs and at the same time the head of the judiciary, right? It would not matter because the 7-action plan that constitutes, that makes up Project Eagle, they are so potent, so powerful that they guarantee that nobody can rig any elections ever again in Nigeria. Are you not excited? I am. So what are these 7 action steps and how will they work? Now, remember, for us to come up with a drug, we need to understand how the disease works. How are elections rigged in Nigeria? There are 6 components. 6 components of successful election rigging in Nigeria. 6. Number 1, you need the candidate himself. The candidate that will be responsible for manipulating the rigging. The candidate and his political party. Right? From the candidate and his political party, you now need thugs that will snatch ballot boxes and cause electoral violence. So you need thugs. That's the second component. From thugs, you need compromised security agencies. And then you need compromised INEC, who is supposed to be the electoral umpire. From compromised INEC, you now have compromised judiciary. Yes? From compromised judiciary, what else do you now need? You need the 6th one, which is the most dangerous because nobody even thinks about it. The 6th component of successful election rigging in Nigeria is voter apathy. That has to do with the people. Now, these are the 6 components that makes successful rigging in Nigeria. 6 components. Now, how can you tackle each of these components to prevent them from being able to operate in any election ever again in Nigeria? How? You might be asking, are you trying to say that there is a way we can check the excesses of our security agencies, the police, the army, the DSS? Are you saying there's a way that we can check their excesses, check the excesses of INEC, check the excesses of the judiciary, of thugs, of the people that constitutes voter apathy and are responsible for vote selling? Are you saying that there is a way we can put all of these in check? Yes, there is a way. And those are the 7 action plan that constitutes Project Eagle. Without wasting your time, let me get straight to it. I will mention each of the 7 action steps and I will show you which of the 6 components of successful election rigging they tackle. And at the end of the day, you will see, by the time we put all of them together, exactly how Project Eagle is the end of election rigging in Nigeria. The end. Okay. Action plan number 1. Electoral reforms. This one, we're on it. If we are able to successfully get the Electoral Act amended and get all the electoral reforms that we have brought up and suggested in the amendment that we sent earlier, and we get the amendment passed the way we want them, if we are able to do that, then we would have successfully checked the excesses of 2 components of election rigging in Nigeria. What are those 2 components? 1, the excesses of INEC, and 2, the excesses of compromised judiciary. When they tell you, oh, the law says, by then we will have a law that exposes their activities, and then there will be no grounds for them to operate. That's 1. Action plan number 2, political party reform. Political party reform takes care of the candidate himself as a component of rigging. The political parties in Nigeria, as currently constituted, they are responsible for scaring away credible leaders, patriotic leaders, through high cost of nomination forms, monetized politics, corrupt delegates, and what have you. Even when they tell you, oh, consensus candidate, it is all corruption. So if we're able to get the right reforms in political parties, what will happen is the political terrain will be leveled, it will be a level playing field, and then it will be competition of ideas, not how deep your pocket is anymore. That way, it is only credible people that will come and be thrown up, or at least the credible people will have a solid fighting chance. Political party reform will take care of the candidate himself. Right now we are thinking, we have Peter Obi, we have Hamza Al-Mustafa, some of you, we have Showore, some of you, we have this and we have that. But you see, the truth is, these are just a single head. You need to fill other positions. Putting a Peter Obi in power with the likes of Akpabio and Tajuddin Abbas in the National Assembly is still going to be very problematic. So the only way to get credible candidates to be thrown up, to unseat and send the likes of Akpabio packing, we need political party reforms that does not shield credible candidates away from the system through billion-naira politics. Action plan number 2, political party reforms. More on that later. Action plan number 3, parallel election monitoring. In fact, I'll rephrase that. Parallel real-time election monitoring. Parallel real-time election monitoring. What exactly does that mean? Let me explain. The parallel election monitoring is comprised of 2 components. Number 1, this technology part, which is the application. Number 2, the people. The technology part is Vote Vision. We are working on this app and we are launching July 1. This application will allow Nigerians to real time to collate their election results from the polling unit. It will allow Nigerians to collate the polling results from the polling unit, and the software will take care of the entering of the results, the automatic collation of the results, and the automatic real-time publishing of the election results as they happen from the polling unit. So you're just looking at the website, you are looking at your screen. For those who may get the APIs, this is what part of the things that the electoral amendment is supposed to force INEC to do. But if we don't get the electoral amendment passed, we have vote vision. Now, even if we get the electoral amendment passed, we will still not trust INEC and sit down and do nothing. We will still activate vote vision, the app that will take care of real-time election, collation and transmission and display or publishing. Yes, but we need people to do it. So we need a network of 600,000 agents, volunteers that we will call polling unit marshal. 3 per polling unit. Because right now we have about 189,000 polling units across Nigeria. So if they delineate some more, it can't go beyond 200,000. So multiply 200,000 by 3, you have 600,000 polling unit agents, right? That's 3 polling unit agents per polling unit. Now, you have a primary polling agent, you have a secondary polling unit agent, you have a tertiary polling unit agent. They are to check the excesses of each other. In fact, no polling unit primary agent will know who the secondary agent is or who the tertiary agent is. And as the results are declared in the polling unit, each of them are entering it into vote vision and it is displayed real time. Parallel election transmission in real time, collation and display. The law does not stop us from doing this. It's just that politicians have been lazy hitherto. I screamed my eyes, my voice out. In the Edo elections, do it, they refuse. In Ondo elections, do it, they refuse. But this time, since this is national, I promised myself and I promised my country, I will not let the 2027 election come without us having our own parallel election monitoring application with people on ground. They can go and buy their agents. They can buy the agent of political party, but we will have these volunteers that will be incorrigible because we will put things in place to check their excesses. Action plan number 3. Vote vision and polling unit marshal constituting real-time election monitoring. Action plan number 4. You know what that is? Calm guard. Real-time evidence gathering. Calm guard is also a combination of technology and people. So the polling unit marshal will have distributed to them, particularly those from the collation, the ward collation center up, primarily, because if we have 8,809 wards in Nigeria and we put polling unit agents there, that means maximum, multiply that by 3, maybe 20,000 polling, 20,000 or 24,000 or 27,000 or 30,000, what do you call them now? Mini cameras. And if each of them is 10 naira, do the maths. It is something that we can crowdfund. We have the application already available to aggregate all of these, the images, the videos, the audios from each collation center. We'll expand it to polling unit if we have the resources, because that will mean a lot of minicams, but we can handle from collation center up, and then individuals can handle with their phone because the application accepts input from the polling unit marshal. They can use their phone. And don't forget, in the polling unit on election day, we have a lookout system. It's a structured system that will allow people to be on the lookout while others vote, so that when the thugs are coming, there will be like an advanced team that will spot them and relay the information and give them and cause them to lose their element of surprise. You know, so that the mini camps that we have can be placed in very discreet locations that the riggers will not know where they are, yet they are transmitting, and we can receive such information in video, in pictures, and in audio straight into the web app that will aggregate all of these evidences. And why do we need it? Have you ever wondered why they tell you to go to court after you?
Creator who came within personal distance. The only thing separating me and him was about maybe 3/4 of a meter and glass. I do not have a pistol license for a firearm. I do not carry a firearm, and I pointed no firearm at anybody. Amen.
Glory, glory. Hallelujah. Glory, glory.
Hallelujah.
Somebody give the Lord a wiper. Give the Lord a wiper. Clap your hands for Master Jesus. Clap your hands for Master Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Amen, somebody.
Amen.
The man of God, sorry, just said he was not holding a gun. Yes. Now here's the thing. Pastor Paul Adefarasin has come out to clear the air, saying that he wasn't holding a firearm. He was not pointing a firearm at anybody. He does not have a license for firearms, so he wasn't holding a firearm. Now my question is, what were you holding, Papa? We all saw that you were holding something. If you are telling us it's not a firearm, even though it looks like a firearm, then you should tell us what you are holding. According to Pastor Gideon, he says it's possible to say the whole thing. Inhaler, Abi, whether in gas man. It's possible to say a black inhaler. But me, honestly, I don't lie for now. Waiting me, I see. Now, not your you. I don't lie for you. Now, I see. Now, no, it's not see. Now, black cannot tell you whether they hold like this. Pew, pew. Okay, now, you see. Is it Dr. Abi Pastor Paul? Is it him that's supposed to be addressing the country? Yes, he should speak up. But this kind of report, it is the Nigerian police that's supposed to give us the report by doing an investigation. Do you understand? That's number one. Number two, since Pastor Paul Adefarasin is saying that he was not holding a pound, the only person that can tell us what he's holding, it is that boy who recorded the video. But here's the problem. That's if they never go meet the boy now. By now, if you don't go silence the boy, that's another thing entirely. Because it's not a big man business. And in Nigeria, this guy, man, they connected to powers, bro. You know how many people they sell at church? You know the influencer they there? Not go. Not go. But again, what is the thing with House on the Rock pastors with guns? Because take a look at this one. This is House on the Rock pastor for Abuja that time. Where he used gun, AK-47. Better tools. They preach. Let's take a good look at him.
Come, Babala was wearing suits. Or can I tell you the truth? So they tell you have to do certain things in order to grab you and to grip you. And unfortunately, not all pastors, but there are some pastors who are operating under the spirit of divination. They know how to read palms. They're not different from palm readers or diviners. So they can look at you, tell you about your past, the things that happened in your family tree some years ago, and you think that this is a prophet. How many people in Jesus' lifetime?
This particular one, police even brought him in for questioning. At the end of the day, what was the thing I even heard about the case? I think the guy said he borrowed it from a security policeman in order to pass his message. I think that was how the case ended. After all, a big man with connection. See the kind of church when they cannot send him to jail. I don't know how the case ended. Whether he went to jail or not, I don't even remember again. So what is it with us on the rock and guns? What is it? Again, see in Nigeria, and they look and they laugh. There are some things that you need to use to let the government know that you want the country to change. And it's things like this. When you see something that is crazy, you rebuke it. Irrespective of the person involved. That's when you can speak to power. Do you understand? Speaking to power is rebuking the people that are with you, your own. You rebuke their bad character in public. The people up there will say, oh, man, these people don't they rebuke their own. Oh. That means for us now, oh, man. Like I said yesterday, if to say now one person I know, like we know Nigeria now, a lot of people don't like APC. I'll say 70% of Nigerians don't like APC. If now Pabio, they see without tools, or waiting look like a tool,
where they say come out and Nigeria for ask for Akpabio head. Do you understand? More go back to Natasha and Akpabio case. Natasha came out and alleged. Say Akpabio do A, Akpabio do B. There was no proof. She alleged. There was no sign of anything. We didn't see nothing. All of now. Akpabio must we don't even see anything as evidence. But this one, the thing show some people say na taser. What thing they use taser do? If na taser, if you won't follow your logic now, your defense, what does he need a taser for? Somebody will carry security. That's number 2. I mean number 3. Number 4. Why in car no get plate number? For Nigeria, can he drive outside the country without a number plate? Forget saying a pastor. Forget saying, can he drive outside the country without a number plate? And again, like I said, whatever thing he was holding, if by mistake, say, pound! I don't take no pound, the boy. People are not ready. They are not ready. And again, Nigerian police, what be your work? Is it Pastor Paul Adefasin that's supposed to be giving us a report on what you're supposed to investigate? Is it? If you talk now, they'll say they attack Christian. Me, I don't do religion. That's not my business. I go serve the Jew today. I'll go church tomorrow. I think go mosque next tomorrow. I they play all of them. I'll talk to all the team and I'll talk to my ancestors anytime. I don't get anyone what they do. But ask yourself a question. Do you really want Nigeria to become a better country? Anyways, peace and love, don't play. If you don't play, you're going to learn. You don't learn the hard way. Not time. Don't play.
All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. I appreciate you all, my people. How you guys doing today? We apologize for coming on late. As you all know, Saturday or Sunday is not too easy for me coming here at all. It's not easy, but we should always expect it like this on Saturday or Sunday, if not. And I look forward to rounding up on time as well. I appreciate you all. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. I really do appreciate you always for all that you do. Abu Aziz, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Good evening, good evening, good evening to you. Happy Sunday to every one of you right there. Thank you so much, Debsy. I can see right there. Good evening to you, Yorimi Abdu, Tombra, thank you. Discussion Channel TV, thank you, my people. James Ome, I can see you in the building. Thank you very much. My dear sister, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Mike Ahimbari, good evening, my people. JJ, Paul, thank you very much. Edward Bavon in the building. Sabovo Konga in the building. Doris Audio in the building. God bless you all. Prince Aka, thank you so much. I appreciate you all, my people. We Desmond and Blebo TV, good evening to you all. Chukwemeka, I can see you right there. Emmanuel Chus, I can see you. Tony Africa, thank you very much. Good evening to you all, my people. Then we have Stello in the building as well. Appreciate you all. Kinslow Guerra, he's right there with us. Madam Peggy Modi, good evening to you, man. We Desmond once again. Thank you, everyone right there already. Fighters Akwebela, I can see you. Thanks for joining us today. God bless you all. Then we have Mudia's Academy right there with us. Thank you. Patty Solomon, thank you very much. Mike Akimbari and many, many more. Faith TV, Odobe, thank you very much. Good evening to every one of you. And God bless you. Now, I'm very, very happy having you all right here. Before I will go to Pastor Adefarasin, I would like to quickly take this article and a short video together, then we take it from there. You know, as you can see that one already on the screen, from Sarah Reporter, breaking Nigerian force personnel detained for late coming dies in guide room after complaining of ill health. So he died there, and this one has sparked a lot of reactions right now on social media. But meanwhile, another one is that terrorists have hijacked our army, our soldier allegedly on, wherever they are in the bush, because there's no much details on this particular video that I'm going to play right now, but the video is very, very pathetic, which I would like us to watch together and see, what is our Nigerian government doing about this? Okay, that is our soldiers right there, and the terrorists putting them in the bike, taking them away. Nobody knows what is happening. But as we speak, our Nigerian government have not reacted to this yet. That's our army as well. Terrorists taking them away. And the funny part now is that they are showing their face. These people show their face to the Nigerian government that you can't do anything. So something is wrong somewhere. All right, I'm going to remove that video because not everything I can show here, but this is very, very pathetic. To know that our army are suffering this way is unacceptable. We have government that are supposed to have reacted to this. They are not reacting to anything. Does it mean there is something that you and I don't know on the insecurity that is eating Nigeria up? Is a big thing, very, very big thing. But I'm not going to expatiate for more on this, except any of my panelists that want to join the broadcast, they can do that. But if not, tomorrow is a long day, Monday to Friday, a long day for us. You know, then I'll be ending the show after this Pastor Defections, because I went to the church today. As you all know, that Pastor Defections is my pastor. So I actually went there today because he responded yesterday that he will be speaking concerning this particular issue today. But he only stylishly just talked about it, and he said it was not a firearms and all that. You see, I've played it right now because I'm not going to expatiate or show any more videos on that since the very dark man I've already showed that. But I just want to prove to you guys that I went there today. It's not a new thing to me because it's my church, right? So as you can see on this particular video here, I recorded this by myself inside the church today. Let's take this one.
Jesus was asleep in those parts. Now look at the character of some people that are only identified 3 or 4 of them. What I want to talk about first is it's Judas. And I'm saying first, but I want to talk about down to get out of the boat. The boat was not on the same level as the water level. Peter had to scale the wall of the boat to then get down out of the boat. You have to have some intentionality to train when you start getting out of the boat. So it's often at the beginning you have some important challenges, but they're not designed only to the beginning. And truth be told, it wasn't always the devil trying to stop you from getting out of the boat. Sometimes it was self-sabotage. Because often we...
Okay, what the pastor was actually saying today, after he responded to that, he started speaking in riddles by saying that the closest people to you in life are the ones that leave negative opinion about you when anything is happening to you. He actually hit hard on people who reacted to what happened to him with that gun of a thing. But he was particularly focusing and indirectly lambasting on the people that he knows, I guess, because the way he was talking, that more people closer to you are your enemies. They are the one that spread the false information more than any other person, advising people to stay out of close friends that is enemy and all that, blah, 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 blah. So this was how I was leaving the church today as well.
By ourselves. Because there are some things that we have to step over before we can step on the water that other people are sinking. What are these things? The first of the want to mention is we must learn to step over human beings' opinions unless their opinions align with God's opinion. These men, the 11 in the book, they are not strangers.
So I'll just stop that right there, but I'll be posting the full video on my Instagram when I'm chanced. Maybe certainly might not be tonight, but anytime tomorrow, anytime. But look out for the full video on my Instagram, how we went there and all that. Sometimes I like to vlog as well. So yeah. So I went there myself to find out and everything. So he was not very happy how people spread it. Not you, but I believe he was lambasting and hitting hard on the people that is close to him who actually spreads this false information. They insisted that it was not a firearms and all that, but it did not actually let us know what he was carrying. So a lot of Nigerians are still asking questions and all that. But for me, I'm not saying that my pastor, this man have actually impacted my life. I know some of you might not like this now because when I don't say I say do bad thing or he carry what we call gun and all that. But remember, I broadcasted it by myself. I never wanted anybody to remind me of doing that. I'm not a biased person, but unfortunately, if you feel bad, I will let you know that he's still my pastor. I'm not serving pastor. I serve God, but he's my pastor. I just want you to know that. I appreciate every one of you. That's all I want to present today. For those of you that were calling already, you can call in right now. Let me take your call quickly. Then we'll take it from here. If you want to join the panel, please just call me now and let's do this together. God bless you all. Mother Deborah, thank you very much, ma, for calling in. Good evening to you. Happy Sunday to you. Talk to us.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Please talk to us.
Good evening to all our viewers all over the world. A quick contribution to this broadcast. Thank you, Mr. Elvis, for being honest. Even though it's your pastor, you're not being biased. And I think that's the right thing to do, you know, because nobody that is perfect. When people do wrong, they should be called out. So what I see more, the pastor is more angry about the fact that he's being called out. It's like somebody that is being caught doing something, and now he's angry about the criticism rather than addressing the issue. I mean, I listened to him, and I didn't see any explanation that he made. I mean, he's not being transparent. If you're honest and you know you have nothing to hide, why didn't you bring whatever it is that people were assuming it was? You would have been transparent to say this is what I was holding.
Exactly.
I mean, if you are a honest person, I think that is what you should do. You know, these people, they don't understand that the internet exposes a lot of things. I think that's their anger. If it's not for the internet and for smartphone, nobody will know. They will just say anything, manipulate the media, people will believe. But unfortunately now, this is a video people saw. So it's going to be difficult for him to try to gaslight people that, oh, what we saw was not what it is. I think as a pastor, if he wants to still maintain his integrity, he should be open. And if he did something wrong, apologize to say, oh, I'm sorry, this is the reason why I did it. But trying to gaslight people, and I was so disappointed that people were still clapping. And I don't know what they were clapping for. After he made that explanation, to me, he didn't say anything. If you are accused of something and you are saying that is not what it is, then why didn't you show to the people, if you are honest, that this is what I was holding? So and people were clapping their hands. And
the church was very full today, man. God, there was no space at all, anywhere to sit.
There are too many people, and they were clapping their hands when he's just gaslighted them. You see, this is the problem we should hold these people accountable. Yeah, when they do things, we should hold them accountable. You know, this man, I think people are getting to know his true nature. You see, you cannot pretend forever, you know. So instead of gaslighting people, he should come out and say the truth. You see, you can't gaslight people anymore. Like in the case of Emmanuel Macron, then when the incident happened, the media they were trying to gaslight people, but they couldn't do it because people saw the video. People saw what happened.
All right.
So it was difficult for them to gaslight people to say, oh, this is not what happened. So he should be honest as a pastor and come out and say, this is what happened. He will be able to retain his integrity. But that gaslighting stuff, to me, is just making more mockery of himself. And a lot of people begin to see him more as a dishonest person.
Okay.
Then a quick one about what Fayose said. You see, Fayose is just exposing what happened in the 2023 election. How that Obi actually won that election on a landslide. You see, we all know that election was, Peter Obi won that election and they stole it from him. You know, it's just like confessing to Nigerians what they did. That's what I saw then. And they are all scared of Peter Obi, knowing that if he come out again in 2027, he's definitely going to win. And that is the truth. But my fear in all of this is that I'm afraid that these people will do everything to silence, make sure Peter Obi doesn't come out or something. I don't know. But I'm using this medium to advise Peter Obi to be more security conscious.
All right, thank you.
He's a threat to them in 2027, and I guess they will go at any length to make sure that either he doesn't contest. Then let me just round up by saying that everything that guy was saying about how to secure to have a credible election in 2027, I think he's right. But my problem is that is he going to be able to get the support, the kind of support that they need to enforce that kind of change? The Nigerian people really have to stand with him. If they are able to actualize that, definitely something will change. But then the kind of force that they need to be able to make that change, the Nigerian people have to stand by him. And of Nigerians start making arrangements for 2027. If they don't wait to the last minute, I still believe that if so many Nigerians vote, if a lot of people overwhelm the votes, it will be difficult for them to rig. If there are so many people that come out to vote for the 2027, it's really going to be difficult for them to be able to rig. But everything is still in the hand of Nigerians.
Thank you, ma.
So
God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
And Deborah, I'm very pleased with your call and your consistency. God bless you, ma. You know, with this alone, I'm going to end the show right away. God bless you, ma. Thank you. Thank you, ma.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you, ma.
Elvis.
Yes, ma. Okay, I would like to expatiate on what Madam Deborah just said. Obviously, you and I already know that if Peter Obi come out again 2027, Peter Obi will win. You know, even though some Nigerians had say one or two things, but 90% of Nigerians, if I'm not mistaken with the statistic, will still vote for Peter Obi. Unfortunately, you are disappointed, but they will vote for Peter Obi. But my stand and question is, will they allow Peter Obi to rule? That's the only thing I'm asking. I'm not scared if Peter Obi will win or if we will not win. If Peter Obi and Tinubu contest 200 times, Peter Obi will beat Tinubu 200 times. And it's not just going to beat him by luck or by small margin. It's going to be in a very high margin. You and I know that. Peter Obi got up to 15 million in that vote, but they truncated it in favor of Tinubu at that time, allegedly. So you know how it is. So I don't have any issue with that. All the elites in Nigeria know that Peter Obi will win anytime, any day. But will they allow him to rule? Then I'd like to quickly come to Patty Solomon. You know, thank you very much for the super chat. God bless you. I'm very, very grateful. You said, I cried today. I went to vote Italia an election today, and I didn't even spend up to 5 minutes there. I said to myself, how I wish Nigeria would be like this. Yeah, the same thing in the UK. When we are voting, you don't hear any noise. Everybody just got there. Within 2 minutes, I'm done with my voting and I move away. So only in Nigeria, people, these satanic elites desperately want to win election because of their selfish interests. That's why you see they are violent. They use the same Nigerians that are currently suffering right now and use them against us, tout, thugs. against us on election day. But look where we all are today. Then, because of that, the insecurity that is gradually growing up right now in Nigeria. Okay, I would like to respond to a comment that I saw just now. Okay. That was Destiny of Variable. You said, all I want to say, Mr. Elvis, I like your tie, but the pastor is totally wrong and all that. You just want to say it and call spade the spade. Of course, that's why I brought it here. Nobody asked me or said it on the panel. I brought it by myself. I broadcasted it as a normal video before our live broadcast as a pre-recorded video. Then I also brought it up again. So that's not a problem. I don't mind people talking about this, but I want us to also see it in a different angle. I want to say, for example, with the level of insecurity right now in Nigeria, let's say for me, for example, don't you think I'm supposed to protect myself? Living in Nigeria is not easy, my brother. I don't know where you are joining us from or where you live. That's no variable, but you've been my fan for years now. But I want to let you know, living in Nigeria is not very easy. So you got to do one or two things to protect yourself. What about if it was the other way around and this pastor was kidnapped? What if he's a billionaire? Obviously, they might ask him, to pay like 3 billion naira or 10 billion naira for him to be released. Probably he might not come out alive. So not everything we would like to review here on air, but to be honest, everybody got to protect themselves. Because pastor now, he wrote down to threaten a videographer or a content creator and all that, which is the only area I blame him. But in protecting himself with this economic hardship and insecurity that is currently eating Nigeria up, I'm not going to blame him for that. I think it was not up to the level where you have to bring out a gun, because the guy was carrying a camera and is a content creator. Yeah, I blame him for that. But people carrying 1 or 2 weapons to protect themselves in the current state of this country, for me, I will not blame none. Yes, because everybody get the way they take day for this country, my people. I not go fold my hands, maybe you say you want to come slap me or just like that or blah, blah, blah. You want to do 1 or 2 things. Like I said, you get the way everybody you take day for this country. For you to spend more time in Nigeria, you of course you are aware of what is currently going on in the country. So that pastor is not small, so yeah, maybe what I learned, maybe the videographer or the content creator were running after his car continuously. They now brake and roll down to say, oh, you'd have just checked, what's your problem? You're not supposed to bring out the weapon. That's what he's supposed to do. Just roll down and says, please stop. Me, these guys, they mount my car every day. Today, it happens again. So you want me to just fold my hands and be looking at them and all that? For me, what I hate so much currently right now in Nigeria is traffic light. Immediately the red light holds you, everybody jumped on your car. It's not safe. It's not safe. Everybody jump on your car and all that. So sometimes people are supposed to know this, that stay far. If you're a beggar, stay far. Don't just rest on my car. More than 10 people just rest on your car and all that. It's risky and all that. So the insecurity is what we should be putting more blames on right now, because he did not pull the trigger. Maybe he was just trying to pass a message to others that will try to get close to his car next time prospectively when you see him driving on the road. For me, I did not support him bringing out a gun at all, but he would have just rolled down and asked, what's your problem? And hold the gun on the lap level. Nobody have to see that. Simple. But I don't know if it was a gun, because he said it was not a firearms. So what do you want me to say? So for self-protection, Tony Africa, of course. You don't want something to happen. You now be saying that the federal government is currently investigating it. Now lie. They will never investigate anything. You don't see the Nigerian army that I just show you right now that the terrorists are taken away. You don't see they don't address something now. So you can't say maybe one person you're exposed to say make it die like that. No, it's impossible. I'd like to take this call so that I can round up the show. Thank you very much, Madam Amy. Thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, man. Talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Najawash.
Thank you,
for taking my call. Madam Deborah has actually said so much about the pastor, but my concern is he actually doesn't have a plate number in his car. It's like he was going for a mission with the face cap on. That's very suspicious, because the whole thing is kind of not normal for me when it comes to the pastor. And then if he truly wanted to prove to the members about what happened, he could have come to the church with what he was holding in his hand to say, oh, this was what I had. that would have actually made sense. But at this point in time, he's a big suspect to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, man. God bless you. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. Let's hear from other person as well. Okay, Mother Deborah, you are calling back. Mother Deborah, please just go straight to the point, please. Talk to us.
Hello, Mr. Elvis.
Yeah, go straight to the point, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I just heard when you're saying that for him, your pastor protecting himself, there's nothing wrong. I agree with that, but why can't he be honest?
Exactly.
About it then?
That's what I'm saying, yes.
So it's about the honesty.
As a man of God, yes.
Protect himself. Yeah, it's about integrity. Okay, how now does he address when people do something wrong? So people should make excuses and lie. If you're doing something, if you're as a man of God and people have seen you, then be honest. Be honest with the public to say, yes, I have it to protect myself because of the insecurity. And that will be understandable. So it's about integrity. And as a pastor, you should be able to be honest. If as a man of God you can't say the truth, then why should people trust what you say then? Exactly. I think that is the bottom line. It's about the honesty.
And you bringing it out, you should be able to defend it. Or, obviously, saw camera from the guy. So since you cannot defend it, then why did you brought it out?
I think he's just being caught. He didn't expect that.
But he saw the camera from the person's hand now. The guy was holding the camera.
He probably didn't know he's going to. You see, at that point in time, he probably didn't know that he's going to be. I'm telling you, he probably didn't know he's going to be caught like that. I think he didn't know that he's going to be caught like that. So it's about honesty.
Okay, thank you, man.
If he's protecting himself, people will understand. If he had come out to say, yes, it's because of the insecurity.
Thank you, man.
I'm trying to protect myself. That would be reasonable. But coming to lie, I mean, that's shameful.
Thank you, man. Thank you,
so
man.
much.
God bless you. Yes, man. Thank you. All right. Yeah. A big pastor like that, and you have loads of followers, and you could not tell the public the truth. I support Mother Deborah on that. Is very, 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 very wrong. And apart from that, you bringing out your gun, you should, like I said, you can still have it there with you, allegedly, if it was really gone. But just keep it close to your lap. You don't have to just raise it. No. Yeah. But protecting yourself in this country right now, I urge everybody to protect themselves. I don't know how you want to protect yourself, but just protect yourself. That's all I can say. I appreciate you all. Okay, give us a mandate. You just came in. Quickly just talk to us. I wanted to just end the show right now. It's good to have you on the show, my brother. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Well, thank you very much. Hopefully you can hear me clearly.
Yes, quiet. Thank you.
Good evening to you. Happy Sunday. Mommy Diaspora, greetings. Panelists, I greet you. Callers, thank you. Comment section, thank you, everyone. Well, on the issue of Pastor Adefarasi, I mean, we can all say self-protection, which is not bad. But I think to what the callers have been saying, instead of him making a statement that the federal government is investigating, and I think I appreciate you for alluding to the fact that there is no investigation going on anywhere. Have you had any comment from the Nigerian police ever since this happened? No. Another thing is, if somebody is coming to videotape you and all that, I don't think there's any breach of anything. Somebody can be afar off doing their video, and I'm not sure if there's any law that prohibit that people cannot do videos and all that. But the question here is the cold iron that he has. In as much as that person did not actually pose a threat to him or his property, I don't think there was a need for him to have even showed that in the first place. But him alone knows what happened and what he did. But I think also the duty is bounded on the Nigerian police to investigate the matter. God forbid. The only time you can say he's a man of God, he's a man of God, in as much as it comes down from the pulpit, or even on the pulpit, he still has his flesh on. And so some things can get in his way that may provoke him to have done what you won't expect somebody in quotes the man of God would have done. But does it show depict a moral lesson to people? And I think to that, it just shows that the high and mighty in Nigeria, whether they are pastors, they are imam, or they are pope, or whatever they are, they always want to oppress the poor. They always look for an avenue to oppress the poor. Peter Gregory Obi, for example, Mr. Peter Obi goes everywhere. People even stop him in the airport to take a picture with him. If there's anybody that needs security more, it is Peter Gregory Obi. But he still goes about, people still tell him, oh, God, can I take a picture with you? And he allows them. I mean, as a matter of fact, we heard about the plane crash, right? That would have happened. Now, when I was listening to the video that this guy did, very analytical video, the question here is, have you heard anything from Air Peace about this plane crash that would have happened? Has Air Peace come out to make any statement that although our pilot could not land this and this, I mean, let Nigerians know the true state. It has been how many days now? I think they said it happened on the 3rd. Today is the 8th. 5 days going, nothing has happened. Mr. Elvis, I am sure that if Air Peace, if that plane was going to London or UK, if Peter Obi does not need to be in that airplane for Air Peace to make a statement. Why? Because it involves international body. Because why? You may have white people on that plane, but now because that plane is that flight was a domestic flight, and Nigeria as a lawless country, Air Peace did not make any statement up until now. I mean, here in the US, where we live by the grace of God, plane does not even need to want to crash. Ordinary bird striking a plane in the air, they will report to FAA. They must know what happened to that plane. They must know how the bird strike the plane. They must, as a matter of fact, ordinary, maybe rain is falling and there's lightning that is happening, and maybe just strike a plane. They will, anything that has to do, they will make a statement about it. Animals, maybe dog, pie for year, TV station will carry them. Now, Air Peace, ever since that incident happened, you've not heard from them up until now. If it is even true, or it is lie they even told about their plane, Air Peace have not said anything. The fan in Nigeria, they've not said anything about that plane. Now, Nigerians, we need to be at alert. In every rumor, there will be an element of truth. I always say here, don't forget the story of Funshaw Williams. Funshaw Williams was quiet in Lagos up until now. Nobody knows who quiet Funshaw Williams. Even though some of us, we know what quiet Funshaw Williams. I will quiet Funshaw Williams. Bola Ige, the same thing. Nigerians, this plane crash thing about Peter Obi, are we going to ask Air Peace to come and make statement? Don't forget, the Nigerian students, the NANS president, the one that was the Sheyi assault, that guy, we don't even know his whereabouts up until now, unless somebody can tell us, okay, we've heard about him, yes, where he is now, the boy, nobody. Nigeria is degenerating and sinking by the day. So for me, I think Pastor Paul Adefara said there is no way he can justify himself. Because I saw on X where he himself made comments that the Nigerian, it wasn't a firearm, Nigerian police are investigating, and all that. The federal government said, hey, Pastor Paul, you were not, I mean, I don't know who advised you, but the Nigerian police needs to investigate this and come and tell Nigerians what happened. But would there be any thorough investigation? Nigerians, the more you look, the more you see in the case of Nigeria. The country is sinking. As a matter of fact, I heard a story today. A family, close family, said they were in a Marwa today. A vehicle hit that Marwa tumbled twice and fell on a family member. Do you know that the Keke Marwa and the person that drove the vehicle, they ran away? That family member, they end up stealing his shoe, the shoe that the person wore. He said that shoe he bought for about 30,000 naira. They stole that shoe in that same incident. Nigeria is sinking by the day. Nigerians, when will you arise and fight for your country? The country is going down by the day. And it is so sad. The pastors, I mean, as a matter of fact, Ade Farashi should have been more honorable. As if you see somebody making video of you as a man of God, I mean, I don't know, but I'm very sure that he should have done better. Pastor Paul should have done better. He should have. This person did not harass you. Your politicians that are the worst criminals. How many of you are talking about them? A common Nigerian, ordinary Nigerian, see your vehicle and admire it. And the best you can do is to do that. I don't know how Nigerian police will investigate this, how they'll come up with it. And on the Peter Obi's situation, Air Peace, come and make statements. Is it true that your plane almost crashed with Mr. Peter Gregory Obi inside? Air Peace, we need you. Make statements. Make statement. Let's know if this is true or false. Because we saw the log of that plane. When it was flying, how long it stayed in the air, this maintenance schedule that was done for that plane. Air Peace, come and make statements. I know if this plane was going to London with the British citizens in the inside, Peter Obi does not need to be there. You would have made statements. I know that. So stand up and do what is right. Nigerians, as a matter of fact, you can even push hashtag Air Peace. Speak on the matter. Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
All right, give us a mandate. Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for that, for coming in to put your voice to this. Okay, I can see we have more people right now. Just 3 or 4 of us here. Mr. Jonathan, before I come to Mr. Odua, Mr. Jonathan, it's good to have you on the show. Please, can you unmute yourself? Can I just leave you all to talk within yourselves? But I'll just be on the backstage listening, please.
No, I think I just have just one item that I want to address.
Okay. When it gets to your turn, there, I just want when Mr. Odua finish, just take over. But I'm here. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right.
Mr. Odua, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Njawash. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone in the panel. Happy Sunday to all. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora, the commenters, listeners, and viewers. Happy Sunday to everybody. Where the topic drew my attention that Nigeria Air Force, someone lost his life inside the detentions of the military in the name of late coming or no arrive on time. Well, my sympathetic to this family, may so rest in perfect peace. Then the other one which I need to address is that some people came to take the Nigeria military with machines, which is known as bike, or motorcycle known as bike. For me, I don't see those people as evil the way we must see them. I always see that the northern soldiers come to take their own fellow groups who belong to Nigeria, which we call Nigeria soldiers. Because if it were to be the Satan people, they would have not carried them. It will have been fire directly. So that is why I'm saying the Satan people should wake up from their sleep, from their ignorance. I wonder to hear people will say, we don't know the enemy we are fighting. No, we know the enemy we are fighting. It is the useless Satanists that are destroying themselves in the hands of the wise Northerners. Because all these things that they are calling terrorists, they are calling this one, they are calling that one, or the people when they catch you with arms, when they catch you stealing, they will say carry them to Abuja, Why is that when our own side, the certain people, if they are caught, they will show them in television. They will show them in radio. The police will parade them. They will show them, call them all different names. The people that are really destroying the country, they will not parade them. They will not show them. Even if you hear, they will say, take them to Abuja. The next day, nobody will see them. If they arrest them in those days, why are the government of Nigeria not saying, let these people be and serve their terms in those states? They will not take them to the north. Tomorrow, you don't hear that case again. Such case supposed to be revealed every time for people to know that this, because the Northerners are wise than us, are wise than the Southerners. That is why they put themselves in all positions. They send out their boys in military, in police, in air force, in any position to start committing crime against the certain people. Then why the certain people will be saying, shouting Nigeria, Nigeria, Nigeria? Because I bet you that if these soldiers that we are seeing were to be from the South, they will not have head to leave this place. Not to talk of cutting them away. So if the Satan let them be wise and say enough is enough. Either we divide or we make the country okay the way it's supposed to be. You cannot be destroying us in the name of serving Nigeria government, serving Nigerians. People who parade themselves. The people parade themselves, open their faces. Even this hijab that they are tying supposed to be stopped. Anybody who is caught with hijab is a terrorist, to be arrested, so that you see everybody face. Thank God that some even show their face. That machine they are using, are they not using plate number? Is it not state that register those machines? With do they not have the agencies that the VR and whatever that control numbers? Why can't they trace them and know the people that bought those machines? So automatically the SATs that are stupid, are foolish, are ignorant.
All right, Mr. Dua, I'm sorry that I have to come in. You cannot speak against other people's belief and their religion. You know, hijab is not just something, it's not a fashionable thing, you know, it's a religion, you know, so you can't change it. So you cannot say that you put a law and ban such a thing. No. In the UK, people wear hijab as well. So I think you shouldn't speak against people's religion, just speak against the insecurity that is eating us up in Nigeria. Please, sir. Thank you.
Okay, as their belief. But in France, they ban them. So to know who is perpetrating evil, in France, they ban them. So other countries have their way of life. But someone tying his face, you will not be able to know if it's that person.
Mr. Dua, you are very right. No, if I understand where you are coming from, you are very right. In France, they ban it, and you know, but I don't think Nigeria have grown to that level yet, where they will ban hijab and all that. I don't think so. You know, it's impossible. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for I accept all these things, all the corrections, all the view. So what I'm saying, the certain people should wake up from their ignorance and tell the North, if you want us to live in peace, this is how we want the things to be. If you don't want us to live in peace, go on your own and let me go on my own. Because you cannot be destroying my people in the name of they are serving Nigeria government, they are serving this, they are doing that. It is the foolish Satanat that are giving themselves to be slaughtered like the way they are slaughtering chicken.
Okay, Mr. Dua, as you were talking, Mr. Dua, no, your minutes is not over. I'm just wanting to add to what you are saying. Not just France. I'm just doing the research now to tally your submission up. France, countries where hijab have banned, they ban hijab is France, Belgium, Austria, Bulgaria, Netherlands, Republic of Congo, Sri Lanka, Switzerland, Tajikistan, Chad, China, Denmark, Cameroon, Gabon, Germany, Kazakhstan, Niger, India, Italy, Morocco, and Turkey. You know, wow. Even some African countries here have banned it. Okay, Mr. Dua, you are right. You are very right. If for example, now Republic of Congo have banned it, then another African country, Cameroon, did the same thing. Maybe one under Niger as well. So why can't Nigeria ban it? It should be corruption and satanism practices will not let them do it, unfortunately. Go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Nigeria is not even Muslim more than Bulgaria. Nigeria, they are not even Muslimism is not even up to Bulgaria people who still said no, they don't want it. So the thing is, the certain people who our tradition, let me say this, when they talk the North people, their tradition is to carry weapon. No, our tradition as a doorman or beneath child, who know that right from time, that is why there is a or even you have to defend yourself. We were always going with adenomo. There is a class we call adenomo. That is the biggest class. Whenever you are going, you must have it as a Benin man. That is why people will say to Benin people, you know them with this Ada and Eben. Those things, most of those chiefs that use Ada, they are using like the Lady Asaba and the Obi of Anabra. They were given Umozo. There is something called Umozo. Umozo is made for war. So those things, as a Benin man, as there is no Urobo, we would be going that will not carry cutlass. Our tradition was to carry cutlass, but today we are no longer practicing those things because we want to live in peace with others. But these people now, we privatize them. They have priority. They can carry their own anywhere. Then our own it become crime. No. So until we wake up and say enough is enough. So thank you, Mr. Najawo. That is what I have to say. Thank you very much.
Hello, Mr.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Just go ahead. Thank you, sir.
Let me just I greet you once again, Mr. Iris. God bless you. Happy Sunday. And Mr. Odua, Mr. Give us a mandate. I greet you all. God bless you. Mom Diaspora, welcome. Happy Sunday. God bless you greatly, man. And all the commenters and all the callers. I greet everyone. God bless you all. Welcome. I just have one issue that caught my attention, and that is the video. One of the videos that you presented, the guy who was talking about the election, he was talking about the Electoral Act. And I really want to say this on that. We should not be naive about what is happening in Nigeria or even what has happened. We must not be carried away. We must not be deceived. As we're approaching 2027 and all these things are happening, defections here and there, politicking here and there, the talk of coalition and merger and alliances here and there, and all the rest of it, that we'll still see more. As all these things are happening, we must be mindful that rigging is already going on. If you don't know that by now, then, well, at your own peril, I don't know where you are. Maybe you are living in another world. The rigging is on as we speak for 2027. But one thing that we must not diminish is the fact that if there's going to be anything at all, the electoral reform is the most important item there. Every other plan, every other suggestions, they are just addendum as something extra that we have to do. No matter what you do, if there will be an election in 2027, no matter what you do, without the electoral reform, all those items that was highlighted, it will not work, by my own estimate of the way things are in Nigeria. It won't work. Is it not in Nigeria? I talked about defections. Is it not in Nigeria they are defecting left, right, and center? Are you telling me that the Nigerian law, the Nigerian constitution permits that outrightly? No, of course not. But they are doing it anyways. When it comes to election in Nigeria, at the end of the day, if that part of it that gives INEC the discretion to determine how and what manner that will be applied to count election, to display election result, if that one is not changed, it does not matter what you do. Even if you like, put 2 million Nigerians all over the space. Put them there. Put out the numbers side by side. Put it out there. Yes, we will put out the numbers there side by side. But as long as INEC still have that power, that they will have to choose which manner and which option to declare election result, then all those things will not work. We must not be carried away. Therefore, the electoral reform is the center point, is the centerpiece of this whole thing. No matter what you do, it will still be go to court. I've always advocated that on election day in Nigeria, that by 12 noon, every political party should have their own results. They should have it. You cannot tell me that you campaign all over Nigeria seriously as a political party, spend billions of naira, galvanize thousands, possibly millions of Nigerians all over the country, campaign all over the country, and then come election day, that single day, you have no plan on ground to make sure that your votes are protected as a political party or as a politician. Then you are a joke. It's as simple as that. At this point in time, the only way I can characterize such individual or political party is a joke. That's the only characterization I can give them. Such political parties are joke. Because you must make sure that you know you have it. Nothing stops you from having it. If you leave it for who? For INEC? You must know your numbers. Because at the end of the day, you know what is going to happen. It is that three words. That 3 words is what they will bounce on you. Go to court. Those 3 words are that's the finality of it. Go to court. And you already know. And you are not ready to preempt them. You are not ready to prepare yourself. Since you know that you are expecting those words, you already know that's what is going to come out. INEC will do whatever they want to do anyway. So we must not diminish the electoral reform. In everything, yes, I agree. I support every other ideas coming, everywhere. Even people are talking about diaspora voting. I laugh. I heard it, even from people that I have great respect for, diaspora voting. Nigeria is not ripe for diaspora voting. Let's face it. Let's solve the problem first. Let's start getting free and fair election first. As a matter of fact, electoral voting, you just widen the scope of rigging. You just widen the scope of rigging effectively for them. Be careful what you wish for. That's my message to Nigerians, to all of us, that we want that are seeking for free and fair election and good governance in Nigeria. When it comes to electoral diaspora voting, we should be careful what we wish for. Are you the one that controls the Nigerian embassies all over the world? Who is in charge of the Nigerian embassies all over the world? Who gives the data of the total number of Nigerians that are in each and every country? Who provides that data?
That is where the rigging will come now.
Who provides the data? Is it not going to, at the end of it, is it not going to be the Nigerian embassies all over the world? Who control those Nigerian embassies? Are you kidding me? Let's be careful what we wish for. Diaspora voting is not at this time. I know it is important. Yes, we all want to be part of it. If I'm ready to vote in any Nigeria election, I will fly to Nigeria and I will vote. Period. For now. If we now have a system in place, we have the right government in place, then they can make sure that institutions are in place where Nigerians in diaspora are properly registered, that you cannot rig. But as it stands right now, They will just leave Nigeria for you. You can capture Nigeria. They will go and perpetrate the rigging in the diaspora, and they will bring it down. Then what are you going to do? Tell me. Let's take United States, for example. I want to use this today to just speak on this because I have it on my mind for some time because I've been hearing it a lot. Diaspora voting, diaspora voting. No, it's not going to work. Take United States, for example. Just take United States, for example, and then I'll come to the country where I live, Canada, United States. Take the state of New York. Take Georgia, Atlanta. Take Texas. And take California. Who can tell you and I today, who can tell us the exact number of Nigerians that are in New York? Who can tell you and I the exact number of Nigerians that are in the state of Texas today? Who has that data? Who controls the data that will come out and tell us that, oh, there are 50,000 Nigerians, registered Nigerians? They will just go and perpetrate the rigging all over. Or you come to Canada. Who can tell me the total number of Nigerians? The total number of Nigerians in Ontario, or the total number of Nigerians in British Columbia, or in Alberta? Who? Is it the Nigerian associations in all of these states and provinces? Where they stagger all over the place. You have the Yoruba Association, you have the Edo Association. Go to Ontario, go to New York. I was in Atlanta. I attended an event some few years ago. They have the Edo Association have their own. The Yoruba people have their own. Ekiti people have their own. Who controls the data? They will only penetrate. Remember, we have all these, their followers all across diaspora. They will penetrate all these associations, falsify numbers, and bring false data. So let's put diaspora voting aside. Nigeria is not right for diaspora voting. Our institutions are messed up. They got to be organized. They must be in order, whereby you and I can trust the Nigerian foreign mission because they will be empowered. It's whatever the court will not accept anything from anybody except it comes from the Nigerian mission, Nigerian embassy or Nigerian High Commission in any of these countries. The Nigerian court will not accept anything. And who controls them? So people must factor this in. When I start hearing, facts or ideas around these areas, then we can be talking about diaspora voting. Other than that, let's just leave it. Our job is well cut out for us. Nigeria, let's face it. Let's deal with the rigging machine, the rigging system. Let's deal with it in Nigeria. We solve it first of all before we start talking of that. So that's just what I listen to this guy. He's very, very passionate, very, very enthusiastic. He really wants things to work like most of us here. And he comes out with this video talking about all these options and everything. But please don't let us diminish the electoral reform. The electoral reform is the centerpiece. That is it. Every other thing are just addendum and ideas around it, how we can make it better, how we can protect our vote. But it's because at the end of the day, everything that we do, the court will not be admissible. It is the Electoral Act that will be admissible in the court of law.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so we're talking about the electoral reform, right? Do you think that Tinubu can do electoral reform for Nigeria, for Nigerians?
And that's why all these other ideas will come as just as a, as a backup. I don't think it is going to, with pressure, maybe with pressure, they might get one or two things done. But all these other ideas, at the end of the day, are just, there's nothing wrong in having them in place as a buffer, as a protection, just to have, like a plan A, plan B, plan C, just to have them in place. But you and I know that the Nigerian court, as it currently stands, they will not accept them. They will not accept them. We have the form as it currently stands right now. Even what is provided for in the Electoral Act, that form is EC8A, 3 copies. The party agent has one. The party agent carries one. INEC carries one. and the Nigerian police carry one. As it stands today, take your own copy. Let the political party take their own, and INEC take their own to court. The court will say they want the police copy. It is the police copy that will prevail at the end of the day. So you can see that. So even if we do all these things, we collate ourselves, we have everything in place, the question is, will the court accept it? Will it be admissible? You know, the only thing that I know, which they have committed themselves to in that judgment that they gave in 2023, the Supreme Court of Nigeria committed themselves to that. They said they will accept videos of rigging. So I think that area where, you know, people, we have to do more through surveillance all across Nigeria, because they committed themselves that because videos cannot lie. Numbers, they will not take, they will believe that it has been manipulated. It is your word against mine. You bring your number, I bring my number. So you can see. So which one will the court take? So at the end of the day, the court will give preference to people that are in power. As far as Nigeria is, it is your number against my number. But video or videos can't contradict it. This is my own video. Bring your own video and side by side. So that's why the Supreme Court, they committed themselves that if they see videos of in the polling unit station where things are happening and they play it for them, they cannot, you know. That's why, yeah, I agree with that one, that, you know, come election time, we have to be prepared. We got to use technology. I agree that we must use technology more to our advantage. We must use it more better to our advantage, you know, because we already know. It's not the case of we don't know. We know what these people will do. We know what is going to happen. You and I know already. We shouldn't be caught off guard. You and I will have no excuse. No politician in Nigeria will have no excuse come 2027 to say he's going to court. Just accept the result as they give it. It is your fault. You are a joke. Don't say you are going to court. We are all witnessing what is happening in Edo State. The way Aswa Godalo is just parading and ridiculing himself all over the space. Now he wants to go to Supreme Court. The only smart one amongst them was Dino Melaye in Kogi State. He said he's not going to court. He's not going to waste his money. Don't feed these crooked judges. Don't feed them. They are waiting. It is their time to make money. Don't feed them. Let's do our work. Make sure that the rigging do not take place at all, and if at all, it will not be to the advantage at the end of the day. Because the judges are waiting, the lawyers are waiting. It is paid time, payday time. They will all smite to their bank account are being, you know, they are receiving a lot left, right, and center during this period. Don't do that. Don't give them that room. By the time they know that will not happen, let them go and meet the politicians. Let them go and meet them. All those lawyers, let them go and meet them. So for me, I think that's just what I want to point out here today with respect to the electoral. Bottom line, what I'm just saying is that don't let us diminish the electoral reform. It is the centerpiece. It is so, so important.
But I don't think Nigerians are diminishing the electoral reform. What we are saying is that in the last election, don't forget there was a reform in the last election that only polling unit result will count, right?
Yeah.
But what happened in the middle of the game? They changed the goalpost in the middle of the game. Now the court now said INEC has its sole prerogative to determine how they choose to conduct the election for presidency, because the House of Senate, the House of Rep, there was nothing that happened to those. So what about that?
Now we know. Now,
for me, Tinubu cannot do anything. Anything that will not benefit Tinubu, forget about it.
Yeah, if elections were to be held in Nigeria today, Tinubu will lose flat out. They know that.
As a matter of fact, he will lose to me. If me and Tinubu, without any say bring money, bring anything, let's mobilize and Tinubu will lose the election to me. Even
He will
you,
lose.
Mr.
There's no
Compare,
doubt.
okay, let's say Mr. Elvis, for example. Put Mr. Elvis and Tinubu without any money influence, say within the difference.
Tinubu will
Put
lose.
Mr.
Tinubu will
Elvis.
lose.
He will lose gallantly.
He will lose flat out. But you know what they are hoping for is the rigging. That's why you see all these governors defecting. I mean, politically, electorally, what are they banking on if not rigging? Is it not the same country? It's the same country. You all know, everybody knows what is going on in Nigeria today. You are defecting. Defecting on what ground? What has the APC done that you will say, oh, this is the party that I want to be? What has changed? It simply means that, first of all, anyway, that one is just, it should just be, there's no ideology, so that one is clear cut. They don't have any ideology of anything. All they care about is their pockets. Because if you have ideology and you are in a political party, it is that ideology that will be driving you. That is what will make you to stay put. Because these political parties still believe and carry this ideology that I believe in, that I stand for. So why am I moving to the other party? So your ideology has shifted, it has changed. That's why you are moving, and then APC is now carrying all of your ideology, and now you are moving to APC. Secondly, what has APC done economically, security-wise? What has APC done in Nigeria that is, okay, this is the party? No. So their primary purpose, the singular aim of defecting is because they know that they are sure that the election will be rigged for them, INEC will be there for them, and what they are selling to them is Edo State. So you saw what happened in Edo State. You will also get the same treatment if you are on our side. The way we did it in Edo State, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do for you. And they are all defecting. They are hoping that the rigging will work. And it is on us Nigerians to ensure that it doesn't.
But if those governors who want to defect because of Edo State, if they are not foolish, they will have known when Edo people were saying they are not in support of anything from Obaseki. Even though people are saying PDP won the election or the other one won the election, but Edo people have rejected those one because of Obaseki. So even though they win, they don't win. It is Edo people that reject it. It is not because APC is Abuja.
Okay. When Edo people, the people of Edo State rejected Obaseki, so are you saying that they now voted for Okpeolo? Okpeolo actually won?
That is where they vote. I will say they voted for Okpeolo.
So you mean that Okpeolo actually won the election in Edo State?
Yes.
By vote?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you are turning
That's not true. That's not true.
I will explain to listen. Edo was for PDP.
I want to listen to you briefly.
Edo was for PDP, which is quite all right. But the problem was that the people who Edo mostly follow on PDP were decamping because of Obaseki attitude. So we believe on when leader, as everybody, I want to tell you my father's time, how did Ogbemudia, when the rest people will be campaigning, Ogbemudia doesn't go for campaign. In the evening like this, Ogbemudia will come to community and meet the elders and telling that this is the person I bring out. Because all the people followed your attitude, they believe your character, they like it. Once you said something like this, they will not argue. On that voting day, even though they are clapping along with the other person, collecting whatever from that person, but on that voting day, because they like your way of life, they will go for it. Because Edo people have rejected Obaseki's way of life and see that he came from outside, and what he was fighting, he came from outside, he started fighting what holds the ground. So, and the person they brought still came from outside. And that one have never come out to rebuke anything. Despite two of them came from Mesa, but that was the point where, what did they call him, that Obaseki brought out. That way where he failed it.
Okay. So what you are saying now is that in Edo State last election, there was no rigging.
Oh, there is rigging every time. There's rigging.
What you're saying is that there is rigging, but that Okpeolo, at the end of the day, after all said and done, when all the votes are counted, minus rigging, put the rigging aside, minus the rigging, Okpeolo actually won the election.
Since there is no machine to prove that, he won the election.
Which machine do you have to prove that will be won in 2023?
No, that is the reason when it was a time of Oshomole. Oh, because don't approve it with machines. In time of Oshomole and what do they call the other brother Sumbo? It was scanned by machine to say let's separate this from this, and they did it. That was what shows.
You can't compare that era in terms of the technology with what they have right now, the beavers. No, for me anyway, I don't believe that Okpeolo won the election. I believe that it was rigged, massively rigged in his favor. You know, that's why he's governor today. You know, no matter what.
The election was rigged. That you won't find a trace that it was rigged.
Yeah. That's it. It was perfectly rigged. You know, all I blame is that politicians and Nigerians is that they don't want to do anything to change the system. You see that system, you see the corrupt system that APC is enjoying right now. They still want to get there and enjoy it. They don't want it to be changed. Because in their head is that if we change it when we get there will be nothing for us. Instead of them to fight to change that system, they don't want to change the system. They still want that system to be in that corrupt system to be intact, ready for them. So all they just want to do is that let's just force ourselves in, get Nigerians to back us up. Let's just get into power so that this corrupt system, institutions and everything will still be there. Instead of them to be clamoring for change. Before you even get elected, at least you should be clamoring for change. If you know you can't achieve it 100% until you get into power, but you can start fighting for it now and get some of them done. But they don't want. They don't want it at all. They will still want that system because, see, who doesn't want it amongst these crooked Nigerian politicians? Every one of them is still thinking that, oh, I still want to get there and appoint my own INEC chairman. I don't want that rule, that policy to be changed now, so that when I get there, I don't have power to appoint INEC chairman and resident electoral commissioner again. So they don't want to fight for it. They want that crooked system to still be there for them. That's what we're seeing in Nigeria today. Because for me, I don't understand why after 2023, all these politicians that are talking about coalition and whatever, none of them is talking about the real issue on ground, how elections will be free and fair, how it will be an equal playing field for everybody, for all of them. They are not talking about it, and you'll be wondering, what are we talking about here? You just want to bulldoze yourself into office so that everything will still be there. The same thing we're talking about now, we'll still be talking about it if they get into power. Nothing will change. Why? Everything that we're talking about now, Tinubu talked about it for the last two decades or more. He talked about everything. He got there now. He's not ready to do any of those because he's enjoying it. He just wants it to be there. So when he was talking about it, he really did not mean it. He really did not mean it. It was just mere talk. It was just mere talk. So that's just the way I see, Nigerian politics. I pray that we all coalesce, under this electoral reform. And
all right, Mr. Jonathan, let's round up. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I'm not discarding any other ideas that people have brought forth with respect to elections in Nigeria. They are all very, very important. We need to have, plan A, B, C, D, and line them all up and use technology to the maximum. But at the top of it is the electoral reform. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I'll leave it there.
All right, Mr. Jonathan, God bless you, sir. I really do appreciate your time with us this evening. Thank you. Okay, let's have our final submission. Mr. Odua, 2 minutes. Give us a mandate, 2 minutes. And Mr. Jonathan will come back to you, give another 2 minutes. Everybody keep to it so that we'll round up. Give us a mandate. Let me start with you. 2 minutes, sir. Final submission.
Well, thank you very much. I think I was calling for Air Peace earlier to make a public appearance about this flight issue, and I think somebody was asking that, what do you want Air Peace to say? This is the trouble that we have. I know if it is.
You have noise on your background. Children are playing and all that there.
Okay, sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. The noise, work on that. Thank you, sir.
So I know if it's a country where we live or at least overseas, nobody will have to call on Air Peace before they will make their statements. They would have made that statement before now. So it is very, very important. And this is how you can hold air transporter or even whatever transport means they do or whatever service they are engaged in. If you hold them accountable, imagine over 200 people in that plane, and you think that Air Peace does not have any statement to make to the public. Well, I don't know how that makes sense in the first place. I am sure if that plane was going to London, Peter Obi does not have to be in that plane. If such happened, they would have made a statement. They would have reported themselves to the authorities. So I don't know if this is how you want to continue to run the country. That the plane was held in the air for almost 1 hour, if not 1 hour. And people were already in panic. People were already praying for their lives. And you don't think that air flight or the air service company, they need to make a statement. Nigerians, open your eyes. Then on the issue of Kolade Farasin, I think the Nigerian police owed the equal a response, an investigation, and let's see what happened in that case. And then on the electoral reform, I will not talk on the electoral reform, and I will not speak against it. All I know is that 2027, there should not be any election.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Najawash.
All right, thank you, Mr. Dua. Go ahead, 2 minutes.
Okay, well, for me, because the topic got my attention, then whatever, I don't really know what happened when I heard that a pastor was with a kalash or whatever. In Nigeria today, the way the condition of Nigeria, anybody, you're supposed to be with your kalash, whether you are preaching or you're out of preaching. Because I could remember in Ondo State, it was inside church. They went and flagged people. So if you have kalash, I believe if every Nigeria have kalash in their vehicle, I believe those the Fulani or whatsoever, the Nigeria, the Buhari sponsored boys that is blocking the whole Nigeria road, they will have not be trying it, because it's 5 vehicle weight. That will have be 5 kalash. Then of the 5 driver, don't talk of the passenger inside. So in Nigeria today, let everybody have their kalash so that they can protect themselves. If the village of Benue have kalash, whether the Nigeria military command their troop there, they will have not be able to run the community or to run a local government down. So I don't really see the bad in having the kalash, but only it could not be used to display. That is only what I will advise anybody that have it. Use it to protect yourself, because Nigeria today need protection. In America, where something like that is permitted, you can't tie nonsense. Thank you, Mr. Nigerian. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Odua, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you. Finally, Mr. Jonathan, your final 2 minutes, sir, if you're available.
I just thank you. I just laugh as Mr. Odua they call Kalash. I don't know. I just hear that thing today. Kalash.
Now the right word to describe her now.
Wow. You know, Nigeria, all hell will break loose in Nigeria if everybody they carry Kalash. People go just buy themselves left, right, and center. Not to talk of area, all the Agberos everywhere. You know, God will help us. But again, it's not that it's not needed, but it has to be controlled and regulated so that everybody will know that at least if you know you are going to somebody's place, you want to go and do harm, kidnap or anything, you know that it's 50-50. So how you are going to enjoy your loot, you will be thinking, I may not enjoy this loot at the end of the day because Kalash are waiting there for me as well. I'm not the only person that carries this thing. So that's the way it should be. It just has to be regulated, seriously. And with respect to Air Peace, let me just say this finally. Again, it's because Nigeria is not a normal country. That's why things like this are happening. And in a normal setting, we don't even need to talk about the Air Peace should have, come out with a statement, either to at least to clarify, because that alone, people might decide not to, you might end up losing customers for the fear that, if I use this airline, this kind of a thing might happen. For anything, at least to bring some, comfort for your passengers, for respect for your passengers alone, you need to, even for your passengers alone, respect them, to come out with a statement. That's the minimum. That's the minimum that is expected from an airline. So for them not to do that, again, Nigeria is not a normal country. It's just disregard to the citizens, if there are citizens at all. So we shouldn't be surprised because we're living in an abnormal society in every sphere, in every area. No standard of any kind. That's another show of a country that has no standard. Thank you very much, Mr. Harris. I'll leave it there. Thanks very much.
All right, Mr. Jonathan, thank you. Yes, you are right. If everybody have to carry Kalash as this, a lot have suggested, a lot of crime will be everywhere. Because Nigerian government will not be able to control a lot of buying that will be happening. The government, none of our governments have proven to us that they are ready yet. So yeah. But what do I know? We've come to the end of this broadcast. My people, appreciate all that came into the broadcast, Mr. Odua, Mr. Jonathan, and give us a mandate. And our two sisters that called in, Madam Deborah and Madam Annie, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And the only super chat that came in, the only super chat that came in today, Patty Solomon, thank you so much. I appreciate you. God bless you all. My people right down in the comment section, mother for Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you always. Thank you, Abu Azi. God bless you, Mother Peggy Modi, Black Panther, Michael Ganamaro, and many others. Destiny Variable. Thank you very much. Chidima, I can see you as well. Thank you, Modia's Academy, Michael Ganamaro, and many more. We've come to the end of the broadcast. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, fingers crossed, 7 p.m. Nigerian time, so that we can continue from where we stop. My people, have a good night. Bye for now.